Wow.
That burrito was good.
Got a ham in the oven. Oh boy, it's Friday, May 13th. It is Queen J Friday the 13th. Somebody crack a window.
Sorry.
That was heroic. Very much impressed. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. We have so much fun stuff planned today, and I can't wait because Queen J contacted me yesterday going, I got some stuff planned. And I was like, oh boy. And
hey,
so
I mean, I just feel like we need to really put you through the ringer today. So we're going to have a quiz based off of weird news.
This is good because part of it is that I get to at least for those portions, assume sort of the Kevin Smith, Eddie Pence role of the show, right? So you're kind of presenting to me. I'm kicking back. I'm like reacting, giving my.
I think you do need a little
reactions.
Yeah, you need a little break because you've been carrying, this load on your shoulders. Wow, or shoulders.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna open one right now.
I thought about that this morning though. I'm like, wow. I hope everyone doesn't get mad. They're like, oh man, she just hogged that mic.
No, not at all. No, I love it when my co-hosts come on and go, hey, I got this thing prepared and let's do this. I love that. Let me make that very clear to everyone. If you want to come on. Yes.
I just want you to know there's just one set of footprints today.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's very sweet of you. That was amazing. Is it because we're walking in single file like the Sand People?
It's because I buried you and just moved on.
Also a very, very sound strategy. A very sound strategy.
Look, I'd like to say I was carrying you the whole way down the beach, but it's hard enough just walking alone down the beach. I mean,
I feel you. Yeah, I know. Especially when you walk on that uneven sand. I can tell why those jogging people jog right next to the water where it's more compact on the sand. I get that because boy, that'll twist an ankle.
It's because they want to look sexy. It's not good.
Oh, they want to have the bounce going on. They need to have the Baywatch bounce. Is that what it is?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, well, we've learned all about the Baywatch bounce.
All about the bounce and Bridget. And I talked to her a little bit after that. You were talking about the kind of crossover between the two
shows.
A
little cross-pollination there.
And afterwards, I felt horrible because I had made up kind of like this steamy love scene between her and Brandon. And I had to reach out to her because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die if I offended you in any way. And she's like, oh, you're fine. So,
I love that.
You're good.
Well, I think, and have you listened to today's Ralph Report?
I have, yeah, at like 3 a.m.
You're just like me. We share our twin brain about that. That's very good.
And testicles. I don't know if people know that.
Yes, Queen J and I share a pair of testicles. What? Has the AI's taken over already?
Yeah.
I did want to mention one headline for the guys listening to the Ralph Report, and it was something that came up from that reference to the Angeline movie.
Mm-hmm.
Headline, gentlemen, boobs are heavy. I just wanted to, yes. Breaking news.
This is something
it was so funny to hear Ralph and Eddie be like, gosh, 3 pounds? And I was like, dude, as somebody that's worked in the body work industry for a long time, it's like, oh, buddies. Yeah, boobs they're so heavy.
I think they know that, and they're just, I don't know. Sometimes we don't put 2 and 2 together. Like,
literally, hey. Pew, pew, pew. Sorry.
No, I missed that sound. You haven't done it all week. I wait for that.
Pew, pew, pew. I need to do that. So I soundbite
that. 3 pounds is actually not bad. I mean, you think about 1.5 pounds per.
Right.
Water weighs a lot, and let's face it, we're 70% water, so there's a lot of goo in there. It's just all
goo.
Memories like
boob
the corner of my mind.
It's all full of boob goo, everybody. I did have one other sort of boob-related subject that I found on the internet, and this is really interesting, and I'm just going to kind of toss this out there, and people can kind of chime in as they see fit. I saw this viral video about this one lady who was a nurse, and she was just kind of on a break, and she said, "Listen, I have found the formula to figure out the perfect lipstick color. And what you do is you get the color of your nipple."
Oh God.
And you match the color of your nipple with the lipstick color. And so she was saying, yeah, I did it. And I can't believe it. Everybody has been complimenting me on my lip color. And the funny part was she's like, it's taken everything that I have every time someone says that to not go, thanks, it's the color of my nipple.
So, I guarantee you every woman listening right now just checked.
Yep. I can tell you that I told Mrs. Vegan Giant, and not too long after that, I caught her in the mirror.
Yes.
So. Gina Wells chiming in. The Fink Show. It's the color of my nipple. Yes.
That's sound advice, because it's going to be within a shade that normally looks good on your skin.
Right.
So color matching, that would be a very interesting proposition for Ulta. Go into Ulta. Hi, I'm interested.
Can you just pull up a little bit? Yeah. Can you match this? Uh-oh, Mrs. Vegan Giant, you're fired. Sorry, honey.
Wait, am I fired or are we both fired?
No, I think I'm fired. I'm fired. I'm in the doghouse now.
Okay. We got to veer away from
thanks for that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody.
So much boobs. Okay,
so much
what?
boob talk.
Sorry.
Wait, what was that?
That was Chachi going, wah, wah, wah. Throwback.
Amazing. Well, one more thing about the show, and then we can kind of get into some funnier stuff here. I did get a kick out in the quiz today. Eddie made up another crime fighting duo.
Oh.
So I wanted to make an ad right away.
Ooh.
So here we go. This is what's coming up next after the Fink Show. Coming up next after the Fink Show, it's Moondog and Lightningfoot with special guest star Lorraine Falchetta. Coming up next.
Back.
Coming up next, she's a special guest star on Moondog and Lightningfoot.
That is awesome. This fresh off the press. Wow.
Hot off the presses. That's the kind of thing you can expect here on the Fink Show, I guess.
And with Lorraine, my favorite, Falchetta. She's so much better than her sister, Gertrude.
Oh, yes.
You don't remember?
Gertie Falchetta.
Yeah, Gertie. Yeah, I guess most people call her Gertie, but
yeah.
You know.
Well, when you know when you know her that long,
Defoe. Right?
It's like knowing Barack Obama. You call him Barry after.
Yeah,
a while,
Barry.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
I call him Ba. But okay.
Baba. What up, Baba?
Hey, Ba. What's up?
Two more things about the show today, too. I wanted to give a shout out to our listener, Tisha, coming in with the strong joke this morning. Tisha, hot damn, that was a great joke. I am definitely stealing that. And then, what the hell with that Jar Jar Binks song?
You know you're like equally parts amused and horrified? Yes,
that was it. And I had earbuds on, and I was sitting out on my little patio listening, and I was just going, what the fuck? And my wife was working at her thing, and she was like, what's going on? Are you okay? What's happening? And I was like, I had to stop the show and go explain it to her. And she was just like, whoa.
That's a ticket. It was so weird.
That was so
I feel like it has to be redone and made even worse.
I am on board for that. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable making the Jar Jar voice myself. I might have to outsource that voice to someone else.
So someone else can get the blame when
exactly.
Get the shitstorm.
Exactly. I'm just the producer, man.
Correct. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just people sending me their lines. I'm just slicing and dicing over here.
It got past me. It was off that day. It wasn't me. It was Karen. Karen did it.
Yeah. AI just sliced and diced it and posted it for me. I don't know. I'm gonna start blaming AI for everything.
So I love too, like this is like you're about to go on one of those deep dives, where you go down under, you have to do like a whole breathing technique for 5 minutes. I feel like you're trying to you're afraid that you're never going to talk for the rest of the show.
That's right. I'll get these things out of the way. And then
I don't need to talk. You can.
I have some things I want to talk about.
No, I'm just giving you.
It's
giving you
okay.
some shit.
Well, and also just inform the affiliates. Today's show's gonna run long.
Oh yeah,
today's show's running long. We're
going as long as we effing want. So
yeah, that's right. So
we told NBS to shove it into their
and also
ear
the
holes.
most important part. Nobody's got a heart out this morning.
Hey,
good morning, everybody. Pew, pew.
Hey. Coffee.
One last thing before we get into the fun stuff here. I did want to give a shout out to our somewhat sponsor affiliate person, Seattle Gummy. Use code Fink for 20% off. I am down to the last of my gummies, and
Seattle Gummies
are so good.
That's
the caffeine definitely makes you feel. Yeah, that's the ticket. Ding, ding, ding. That definitely makes you feel like a sparkly Unilamicorn every morning. And you don't have to have a lot of liquid sitting on your belly for it after that, which is really nice. All right. So
all of the good, none of the bad. And
exactly.
Seattle, send some my way.
Right?
Wink.
Send a little our way. Winkety wink wink. That would be certainly nice. I got a nice endorsement from Big Mama Fink for the gummies. I brought her some for Mother's Day. And she's just like, I love it because it's not jittery. It just, it just kind of sets in nice and it stays with you and then it's done.
Ooh, and then your teeth don't look horrible.
Right? And you don't have coffee breath.
Right. No, it's a real thing though, because in California we're really vain and our teeth have to be like bright white all the time.
Yeah. Why do you think everybody carries one of those metal straws all the time? So they can just like insert it into their soft palate and then just drink their liquid past their teeth.
Or other places.
Hey.
I know that Gina gives us a lot of crap for being like all California. Like we always have to be camera ready, and we have a lot of things. We have a lot of things to consider here. Look, we don't have tornadoes, so we had to fill it with something else.
We have to worry about something, you guys. Jesse's chiming in, but diabetics have to worry about the sugar content. I agree, and it's actually compared to a tall latte with all the fixins, it's less sugar, which is kind of nice. So now, you had requested, Queen J, some music, some background.
Oh, yeah. Okay, not yet. I'll tell you when.
Okay. I have it ready, and I have some varieties at the disposal because I was like, okay, you gave me some concepts, and I was like, I think I know, but I wanted to have some variety. So I've got some, this is production value here for you, Queen J.
I don't even know what to say. You're a
I know what you can say.
So thanks for that.
I don't fuck with you.
That is all right, so what? Fink.
Well, we got to roll out the old chestnuts every once in a while.
Chestnuts.
Hey, that's what you get when you're blowing somebody. Chestnuts. All right, so go on. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Shit.
I'm so glad I wasn't drinking right at that moment because I've got my coffee right in my hand. And
oh my,
that was a guffaw. All right. Okay. So I am very excited. So we have a quiz for you. It's not huge. It's only 3 questions, but they are related to one of my favorite topics, which is weird news. I have culled all of the good stuff from the internet. I have 3 interesting stories and 3 interesting questions for you to test your mental aptitude.
I love a good culling. All right.
I do too. Let's do Culling Friday.
Yeah, Culling Friday. Yeah. Shave off what you got. Show us what it is. Send us a picture on the Fink Show, everybody. Show us what you're shaving off yourself in your, I don't know, whatever. All right, moving on.
Hey.
Patched out on that joke.
All right, yeah. Conversational cul-de-sac.
Yes, I backed myself into a corner.
So, all right. So, first news up is actually something I'm super excited about, and I think I might have some friends here rejoice. No, this is not yet.
I know. I feel you. I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah.
A fan favorite that was abruptly yanked out of the hands of ravenous Taco Bell fans in 2020 is back. It's back. The Mexican pizza. I've never been more excited for the return of a fast food
saw
item.
this. It blew up on the internet. Why?
Oh, God.
Is it a thing?
Okay. So there was a change.org petition that gathered more than 170,000 signatures by ravenous fans like me. And there is a specific reason why this thing was so popular that they had no idea about until they pulled it. So here is your quiz question.
Okay.
Which specific community in America was so up in arms when they pulled it that they were the driving force behind the return of the Mexican pizza? I'm giving you 4 options here.
Okay. All right.
We've got Mexican community. We've got the Indian, meaning like South Asian community.
Right.
We have the Irish community, or we have the German community.
What? Okay.
Did your brain just fizzle out?
Yeah, I'm rebooting
What
here.
the hell happened?
I'm seeing people in the chat. The chat are really throwing me out too.
Uh-oh.
The Italians,
Are they-
hey, how you go?
Hey, how you go?
Mrs. Vegan Giant and Jesse are voting the Germans. And I,
Jesse always votes with the Germans.
of course, she always votes with the
Mach
Germans.
schnell.
They make a nice product. All right, I'm gonna go with Germans because it just seems so out there. What? I can't. Indian
You
community?
are incorrect.
Oh. Where's my uh-oh?
There you go. Oh, thank you. Will you do the uh-oh when you get it wrong?
Yeah,
Because
I
mine
got
won't cut through. I got Gene
Sorry.
Wilder going, you get nothing! And that won't cut through.
I can drive it down a little bit. You know, it's
There you
audio
go.
production, everybody. It's-
Hey,
we got
hello,
a
yeah.
Hey,
You should.
Fink show.
You got a great tech person, by the way. She's hot. Anyways,
Yeah.
believe it or not,
Okay.
it was the Indian community who was hugely behind the return of this, and both outspoken comedian Reena Parikh and Krish Dargedar who's the guy behind the petition, really banded the community together. Now that
Why?
I told you it's the Indian community, any guesses why it was so important to them? You would understand this as a
Because-
clue.
Because you can get it vegetarian?
Yes, exactly. There's
What?
a huge community of vegetarians in the Indian community, and
Sure.
this was their go-to. You know, because what other fast food
Oh.
choices do they have? And they were really digging it.
They just
'cause
didn't
you
like
can-
a bean burrito, a bean and
No.
cheese?
Well, okay, you clearly don't understand, John.
I clearly don't. I'm well, it's the thing is I haven't been to Taco Bell in 20 plus years.
Which means you haven't had horrible diarrhea.
Well, I mean I have,
Well,
but not from that.
yeah, you don't need to egg that on.
No. I've got my own set of green apple two-step inducers
Ooh.
anywhere.
Number 3. So fans of it. It's just so good that it's the texture combination between the flaky crust and the ingredients in there. It is
So you're
my
a
favorite
fan.
little treat. I'm a
You're
huge
a-
fan.
You're a
I'm
huge fan.
way into it, so I'm super
Okay.
excited that it's back.
All right. Wow. Okay.
I'm all into this. I don't know if I'll run out and grab one just because.
Now I
I'm-
wonder if they will release an updated version and do like an Impossible Burger Mexican pizza
They
because
tried.
that's trendy now.
Yeah, but they tried and they squashed it. Apparently, it did not work out well for them.
Oh.
I tried the vegan version of the nuggets at what was it, Carl's Jr.? No. what
Oh,
was
at
it?
KFC or whatever.
KFC, and they were horrible.
the
They were
toasted
horrible.
drywall nuggets.
They tasted like a rubber bone.
Oh
Like,
God.
oh hey, what am I eating? Oh, I'm sorry, Skippy. Let me give your toy back.
Now I have
it-
to say,
horrible.
I have also tried the Impossible Nuggets, but I did
Yeah.
not try them at KFC because they weren't vegan that way. They had been fried in
I
with all
see.
the
That's
meaty
right.
meat stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't think they were being given their best shot because they're probably sitting under a warmer for a
Mhm.
bit and chill.
Mhm.
So I actually found them frozen at Trader Joe's.
And were they good? Are
I
you about
like.
to make love to these nuggets?
You know, it's funny that you say that.
Confusing me.
It's funny that you said. The Nuggets and I had a very close moment, and while I vamp a little bit for a very, very long way to go for a joke, I will say that the Nuggets and I lit a candle and sat down and had a glass of wine. And
You know what? John knows how to treat a nugget right.
yes,
He said all the right words.
you know, I
Ready.
try to.
You asked all the questions. You just sat there and listened.
You
Well, the
know,
nugget went
I
on
try
and
to
on
be an
about their-
active listener to the Nugs.
And the nugget just kept going on about like their crocheting circle, but you acted interested because you're a gentleman. Yeah. That's lucky Mrs. Vegan Giant. I'm just reading the comments. Sorry. Okay, I have got a whole new story for you.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, now I hope you guys don't mind. This is a warning.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait,
put your burrito down.
Yeah.
Put your breakfast burrito down.
Hold my burrito.
Oh God.
In. Just kidding.
Hold it with both hands.
I don't know if some of you like gallows humor. I do. It helps me deal with the craziness. So if anything,
say it again.
I like gallows humor. So
yes.
If anything I say offends you, just write to me, put it in triplicate, and send it to John.
yes. Care of the Fink Show. Call in 774-BIG-FINK with all your complaints.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So also in the news, this one is going to be really confusing with this music. So this will be great.
Shit. I love it.
Juxtaposition City. There we go. Oh, this is even better. Also in the news, a man died of a heart attack while burying a woman he killed.
No! What?
I guess you could say he dug his own grave.
Whoa!
Hey-o!
Hey!
All right. Yeah, I actually had that right on the ready. All right. I'll tell you a little bit more about it, and then I got a question for you, because this is a quiz. God damn it.
All right. Let me hear you. What you got?
Local sheriff's deputies and paramedics say they were initially called to the house after receiving a report of an unresponsive man lying in his yard. When they arrived to the scene, they found the collapsed body of Joseph McKinnon, 60 years old. Also nearby, the body of Patricia Ruthven, 65, wrapped in trash bags, lying in a freshly dug pit. While investigators believe McKinnon may have died of natural causes, they immediately suspected foul play and Dent's death. That scenario was confirmed this week by the coroner, whose autopsy report found that McKinnon had suffered a cardiac arrest and Dent had been strangled. I guess. So here's your question.
Okay.
What state?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What state did the crime occur in?
This has got to be a Florida thing.
I'll give you 4 choices here.
Oh shit. Okay.
You got Texas, Alaska, Florida, or South Carolina.
Ooh, wow. Oh, the South Carolina threw me, but I'm gonna stick with Florida.
Everyone else is voting right now.
What do we got votes here? Gina Wells saying Boston. Excuse me, I just burped into the mic.
No one said Boston.
Okay, all right. Bug Bob's voting South Carolina.
He's the only one. Oh, I know, Gina. I was just working on my Boston.
Florida. Oh, we're getting some votes for Florida now. That was my original guess.
Yeah, lots of votes for Florida.
Whoa, Florida's coming in strong.
Holy
Mrs. Vegan Giant's voting South Carolina.
Okay. You are all incorrect. Just kidding. 2 of you are correct. The answer is, are you ready?
Yes.
Wait, did you vote? You said Florida, right?
I said Florida, and I'm probably wrong. Yes.
You ready?
I'm voting already.
Yeah, you're wrong. Go ahead. The answer is South Carolina.
Oh. Well,
the home state, yes, of
Miss
goddamn
motherfucker.
Mother effing Myrtle Beach.
Shout out to Ian dialing in from across the pond there, by the way, right now.
Ian, hey.
Ian, hello, sir.
Dude, what's up?
Now, did you hear the news story that I had earlier this week about Myrtle Beach?
No.
About the haunted house?
Oh,
you
yes.
missed this one
where I did.
The guy in the haunted house wound up shooting a performer.
Right. And I was like, yeah, that tracks.
That tracks. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah.
Especially it's a real danger. Like, do you really want to go to a fake danger one? Like, if you go to a whorehouse, you want the reality. You want the stakes.
Yeah, you want to raise those stakes, right? I mean, it doesn't feel real if it's not. Yeah, if you're not really truly fearing for your life. Don't
bring a plastic spoon to a gunfight, right? Bring a gun. That's the Fink Show.
Yeah,
don't bring a plastic spoon to a gunfight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
my gosh.
So I was kind of curious though about like South Carolina, because I know that a lot of people retire there. So I thought, oh well, they probably have a lot of older people, and with the separation of COVID and things, maybe that contributed to this couple, resorting this. She nagged him one last time.
Yes.
And then I found out that South Carolina actually ranks number 44 in education, number 46 in crime. And I was like, whoa,
man.
Yeah. Interesting. We kind of beat them in both because we're in California. Okay.
We're number one, baby.
Keep working on that. Yeah. All right. I've got one.
Maybe next year.
Try again.
Yeah, maybe next time.
I have got one fantastic story for you.
Okay. Is this time for the cool music?
Almost.
I'm so excited.
This segues
so
into
excited.
Do you want to give us a little more sexy music, and then we'll segue into our exploration?
Yes, let's try this one.
Because you've become kind of like the AI I don't know, aficionado. And
that's fair.
I love that. So I want to provide you with the things you like. It's like you came over for dinner and I don't want to cook you a big turkey. I want to make the best butternut squash rice, wild rice thing you've ever had. So,
I love it. Okay.
I'm sorry. That was oddly specific. I think I'm very hungry right now.
I know. Me too. I feel like
Exactly. Gina, that was the whole point. Gina. She's okay. So all right. And finally, because we are nothing if not breaking news and topical,
yes,
here is a story from Valentine's Day.
Oh shit. All right.
This time I'm going to start you off with a quiz and then follow up with everything else. Okay.
Okay.
A new perfume has been developed to smell like a reportedly irresistible food scent. Developed by an industry-specific commission.
I remember.
Oh shit.
I remember.
Limited
French
edition. You fucking.
I remember this one. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. I remember this. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Please go on. I'm sorry. I thought that was a quiz. Go on.
The limited edition fragrance was going for $1.89 per tiny bottle on the commission's website before selling out. Of course they sold out. Of course. And then I was going to ask, what is the food item? And then I was like, French fries, bacon, fresh bread, or Dickie LaRue's nut loaf. And you know the answer, so. Let me do my guest gig.
Do it.
I got 1 day a week here. 1 day. Do not fuck with me.
Give her a robe. Let me do my show for Christ's sake.
All right, sorry. I'm really salty today because I drank a lot of coffee.
It's okay. I had gummies and yerba mate, so I'm climbing the walls myself.
Okay, good.
It's good.
Oh, we're always on the same really messed up wavelength.
Yeah, this is one.
Okay, so as you had mentioned, the Idaho Potato Commission dubbed this abomination of French fries scented. Yes, you heard it right. French fries scented perfume. They called it Fritz by Idaho. Okay, now here's something you wouldn't know.
Okay.
God. Is that we're going to open it up to AI to come up with a great marketing slogan for this product. And let me tell you, AI was on fuego.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So I got some good ones. I'm going to feed them to you one by one though, like a little baby bird.
I like it. Nom nom noms.
Nom, nom,
Give me the nom noms.
Yeah, because there's just like I don't want to spoil it if you read ahead.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get voiceover mic set up here. Let me get a little.
Yeah.
Hi. We're doing some voiceover stuff now. All right. We're pulling off the pop filter.
I'll try to give you the best ones. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. So we have some that are kind of duds, as there always are. So let's go. Fritz. Oh, do we get the music?
Oh, yeah, hang on.
And we just have to turn it down just because I'm going to have to go with there we go. Oh my God, this is wonderful. Fritz is the only way to be happy. Okay, that one was lame.
Strong.
You ready for this one? Okay,
yes, give me.
Read this one.
Fritz, ribbed for her potato.
I'm going to have you read them all just because this is gorgeous.
Ribbed for her potato. Oh my God.
That's that for me
brings whole new meaning to crinkle cut, I have to say.
That's the best thing in the world. All right, here we go. Number 2.
Fritz. One spuds is better than two of something else. I can imagine one of those like commercials with like all the weird like artistry, what the fuckery shots right before that, you know,
Yes.
like just like lightning on a swimming pool and like a mountain crumbling in half and, you know, all these weird flashy things. And then just at the end, one spuds is better than two of something else.
Yes. In fact, I thought what you just said visually goes with this one.
Oh. Fritz. The spuds of paradise.
Oh, nice. All right.
Oh.
And then I've got, oh, yeah. Oh, I think I'm... You ready for, yeah,
I'm seeing the dots.
Yes, yes. Fritz.
Fritz. Fritz. The passionate pursuit of Fry.
Now this one, I'm like, this is too like real and good. This one's like,
okay, all right.
Don Draper made this one.
Fritz, be inspired by French.
All right, now this one is AI.
Okay.
Fever Dream. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Okay,
so
I'm not going to read it until it pops up.
Help.
I'm looking up in the air.
And then you can help me understand
Fritz and then
this
lock eyes with it, all right?
Ready?
Right, just gotta,
no peeking.
Is it there yet? Is it delivered?
And go.
Fritz. 100% actual material. Just found one of the most exclusive packages. One great color doctor there. What? Okay, did I read that? 100% actual material. Just found one of the most exclusive packages. One great color doctor there. Doctor
That's
there.
a new show coming to CBS this fall.
Coming to
Doctor
CBS.
There. Or no, wait, Color Doctor There.
Color Doctor
the
there.
Completely racist retro show we've been waiting for. It's huge in the South.
Color Doctor there. Be there or be square because of affirmative action.
Oh my god.
Oh man. that one hurt me a little.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Woo, Lordy. Oh, that's a spicy one.
It is.
100% actual material just found.
I just like one great color
right
doctor there. That's
one great color doctor there.
It's like it falls in the category of what would a racist say? Well, that's one great color doctor there.
And I love that the AI eventually just does like the off the rails thing. The kicked out of the Garmy. One of the answers yesterday that Andy read was insane. We both know you're broken, but do you really want to be kicked out of this restaurant? Because this is bad enough, but even worse, you're breaking our fourth world hospitality standard.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Like, that was a reason to get kicked out of the Garmy. All right, what do we got? Right.
Okay.
Fritz.
This is related.
Oh, I see dot. Fritz. It's easy. It isn't a shade of mud.
I think that could be said about the Fink show.
Yes,
it's easy.
The Fink show. It's not a shade of mud. Guaranteed.
This is
guaranteed to be not a shade of mud. The Fink show. Well, I can't really guarantee that actually with all the fart noise.
Oh my god, my face. It hurts from laughing. So this one you got to preface with Fritz. ... You ready?
Ready. All right, here it comes. Fritz, you can't turn me on.
That's brutally honest. It really is.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I need more music for this here.
Yeah, well, it's okay, you know.
Oh.
I think we're
Fritz.
both just taken by that. Wow.
Fritz, you cannot turn me on. Oh, I love it. I didn't even notice the name of the song was Sonora. I was like, all right, sweet.
Oh, I think I know that one. It's good.
Thank you. Quintus Moria.
Oh, God. Hey.
Dramatic. Fritz, you can't turn me on.
And I would play the guitar for you.
Fritz, it's easy. It isn't a shade of mud.
Fritz.
Fritz. Oh, wait, here it comes. Wait, here comes the big drop. I gotta wait. Fritz. Potato eclipses the competition.
Oh my god.
Fritz is the only way to be happy in your life.
It's kind of true, though.
Right? No, guilty as charged, because ask Mrs. Vegan Giant what we had for dinner last night, which was a giant plate of potatoes just roasted with some of that everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Delicious.
I don't understand this one, but maybe you can sell it.
All right, here we go. Fritz, you need to go to school with your teacher.
It's like a PSA.
You know what was awesome? I read it out of the corner of my eye and my glasses didn't quite hit school, and my initial impression was, Fritz, you need to go to space with your teacher. All right. What we got?
Either one is inappropriate, by the way. Okay.
Yes.
And here we go. And the final
Miss
one.
Frizzle.
Well, I don't know if it's the final one.
All right,
but
well, let's
here we
see.
go.
Fritz. Oh, very close to me. Excuse me. Fritz, whatever you're into, get into fry.
Oh, yay! That was beautiful.
Thank you.
What a great one
That
to land
was
on, too.
amazing.
Yes, you did
Holy
beautifully.
crap. Whatever you're into, get into fry.
Yes. I think we can
Okay.
do that for your show.
You know what,
Whatever you're
Burger
into,
King,
get
come
into
talk to
Fink.
me. We have a multi-year ad campaign pre-written for you. Copyright of the Fink Show.
Yeah.
We've got the we've got the bed already set and everything. So,
We've got the copy.
That's
we
right.
own the IP, so just cough up a good.
Yep. You
$5,
can just,
$6.
you know what? And I'm new to Hollywood. I'll work for spec.
I won't.
That's what they say, right? That's the Hollywood people say that, right, Jay?
What the people say? I'll work for
I'll work for
spec.
spec. That's what they say, right? When they're like, "Oh yeah," then
I don't know. Is it on spec?
on spec. I don't know.
Oh God!
Wait,
now
I thought it was on.
please
fleek.
hold.
Okay. I thought you knew all these things.
Well, I don't work for free. God damn it.
Okay, is that
Okay,
what spec means?
I was
I
a
don't
union
know.
person, so I couldn't.
So
I
it was all
couldn't even
taken care
work.
of for
Yeah,
you.
I can't.
yeah.
It's scale. Yeah.
Yeah, scale. That's it. Work for scale.
Well, no.
Work for scale. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I think you were saying spec is like,
Yeah.
when you're on speculative basis, for free.
Oh,
You
yeah.
were saying that, right?
Mhm.
And I would work just per scale because union sets the
Yes.
amount because it's got to pay for all your pension and your
And your health care.
your
and
health care.
all that fun stuff.
By the
Yeah.
way, that they do treat you right in the industry. Everyone who's union in the industry, no matter what you do there, what
Yeah.
part not just the upper people, everyone gets taken care of. It's really nice.
Well, I do have to say, and I think it's part of being able to be a creative performer is have that taken care of for you where you don't have any worries about that. I think that's an important thing.
I think it would be great if no one had to worry about healthcare to where they think I'm one step away from poverty because if I get really sick. Wow, we just went down.
Yeah, that went dark.
Whoa.
That's okay though. But no, I agree with you. You need to have that. I'm seeing that. Gina Wells asking a question about union stuff. Have you ever filed a grievance, Queen J?
Not in the Motion Picture Editors Guild. So I had a very nice unbumpy. Although I gotta say,
Wait, hang on.
So, hey.
Tell us.
Actually, this makes
tell
it
us
a
your
lot
grievance.
easier.
Right?
So I have a grievance with a union. This is weird.
Hey, everybody! I've got
This
a grievance
has
with the union. It's-
Never been done before. It's like cannibalizing. The Writers
Snake is eating its
Guild,
tail.
WGA, had a writer's strike a few years back that devastated me. And it really bummed me out because, you do have to support the union. So when they said we're striking because it's unfair, everyone has to just go, well, okay. And it drug out for like 9 months. More than that. It was like a year. And in the time I tried doing some things here and there to get money, but it's like you keep expecting it's going to come back the next day like, oh, we're almost done with negotiations. Oh, we're almost done. And 1 week turns into 2, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's got to be over soon. You just kind of tell yourself that. And it drug on for so long, and that I ended up losing my place. I lost my condo that I owned with about $90,000 of my own cash in it, like cash. And I lost it. I had to walk away from all of it, and it really sucked because they got what they needed in the end, but I lost everything I owned.
And so that's why you filed the grievance.
I didn't file a grievance, but I have a grievance.
I get it. Okay.
But I know that now I'm doing some teaching work and stuff, and I probably will be for the rest of my life. It's a sentence. I'm with you. A lot of people file grievances for a lot of different reasons, not really big ones all the time. Just something like, hey, this isn't per our contract, and it shouldn't be going that way. And so I have almost had to file one before and didn't have to. I just talked to the union rep, and they were able to fix stuff. But so I guess, was that kind of a stupid way to answer your question?
No, I mean it's how you manage yourself within you. It's a completely foreign. I mean, it's weird because it's there's so many eyes on it from the outside, but there's not very many people working on it from the inside. So to get that perspective is very, very valuable to me, at least, because I'm sort of outside looking in a lot, and it's interesting to me.
Well, come on in.
Invite me in. I'm like a vampire. You have to invite me in.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey.
Yeah. I'll stand in your doorway going,
invite you into the club. Yeah, it's a process. Like if you belong to a union, you talk to your union reps first, and you try to hammer it out before doing a grievance. Is just kind of like you twisting their arm, and then they, there's a whole process, and it's fine. It's just usually you can resolve it before that, which is good.
Okay.
And looks like Jesse as your union American Federation of the State and County Municipal Employees. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's just great to know that you're taken care of, because we don't live in an age where people are given pensions anymore.
Right.
And it's very tough for retiring people to figure out, how am I going to continue having an income, especially if Social Security may not have funds in the future.
Well, and I hate that it's sort of this general thing where people are like, well, I'm going to retire, so I just have to move or change my lifestyle to someplace less costly. That kind of bums me out. You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just stay where you are? And now, granted, that's from a selfish space in my point, because I was born and raised in San Diego, which is like the fourth most expensive city in the U.S.
Great.
But
listen, money pants.
Yeah, well, speaking of grievances, though, I did want to talk with you about another thing that we were both very bitter about with Ralph.
We are?
We are, because
I'm interested
he
to know.
was talking smack about some shows that we both love.
Oh, that's true.
And
right. Let's file a grievance with Ralph.
Yeah, we're gonna file a grievance with the Ralph report here. For me, one more than the other. I didn't see the other one, but you were more the other than one, I would assume. So
that's so cryptic. I'm sure everyone's following.
Yeah. So stay tuned next tomorrow. Oh, no, just kidding.
We've really captivated him.
Yes. Well, and it was, basically he was talking about two sci-fi shows. One of them being Krypton, which was one of your favorites, and Defiance, which was one of mine that I watched from beginning to end.
Okay. Yes.
So you go ahead and say your piece about Krypton, because I've got some rants about Defiance.
Okay. No, I feel really bad. Okay. So I have to preface this by saying I worked on both shows as the music editor.
No way.
Yes.
I know the publicist for Defiance too.
In fact, okay, so Krypton was the one that I worked with Cole McCarthy. Remember my Peaky Blinders story?
Yeah.
I bought him donuts and I was just trying to win him over because I kind of have my own opinion. Here's the thing. I feel like I should have probably gone to school to be a director, because that's kind of my personality. Like, I know what I want and I know what I want to do.
You don't say.
But I didn't really know that was even a thing for, I don't know. If I could go back with my knowledge of today, I probably would have done that.
Sure.
But so anyways, I was just trying to be like, hi, please like me. So that was Krypton. In fact, I will look for the picture. I have me standing in front of my little placard from my office for Krypton. Going hey.
Please. Yeah, I want to use that for the show.
They were so sweet though in that show. Like, they gave me a whiteboard and I would draw on it, and like I kept adding like characters to it and stuff, and like they just were like super sweet, because I love to doodle. So they were very sweet, and they put the games in my room, so people would come in and we'd play like these games all day.
Oh, that's so awesome.
They're like, take a break. You've been working for hours. I'm like, this is what I do. Like, I
Yeah.
don't get up. I sit down and I stay working until someone says, you have to eat. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. It's just me. Like,
Scorpios.
I'm like a dog with a bone when I have work. But
Sure.
So Krypton could not have been more lovely people. Every single person on that show was amazing. In fact, here's a really interesting story. So we were doing a playback. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you are working on a pilot, you got temp music in there and stuff. So I'm pulling music from other shows and other things and reconstructing music cues based off of that and stuff, trying to find the sound for the show.
Sure.
And so we would play back this to the various cuts. And of course, cuts would change daily, so it's kind of annoying. But so we go into the editor's room to do a playback with Palm and everyone else, execs and stuff. And the screen on the big screen is just filthy. It's got fingerprints all over it. So I hop up because I'm all about like, hey man, I jump in anywhere. I don't care what the job is. Like, I'm just here to help.
Well, you're focused on the final outcome. That's the thing that's, I get that.
So I jump up to go clean it. And the executive producer is like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not comfortable with this.
Wow.
And I'm like, I didn't get it.
Cleaning the screen?
Yes. What he's like, I don't feel comfortable that we're in a room full of men and the one woman just jumped up to clean up the TV.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, holy shit, I've been conditioned.
Like, way to acknowledge that though, man.
I was ready to just, can I vacuum while I'm at it?
Put on an apron, a little French maid outfit. Oh, sorry.
Now that would have been, no.
Yeah, well, it's Hollywood. Oh, sorry.
They were just really, I don't know. They were really a great team of people and great producers. And I wanted to shout out, it was David Goyer who said that. I believe it was David Goyer because he was mostly there.
That's pretty awesome.
That he's a very cool person. Oh, no, it was either David or, no, it was Damien. Damien Kindler was the other exec on it, and he just so cool. Like, these guys are so cool and so evolved. Like, I don't know, it's just really cool. So anyways, so that's my Krypton story. Now, having said that, because I love these people so much, I have a hard time saying this, but the show wasn't really good.
Okay. There it is.
It had some problems. And I put my foot in the mouth one day though, because I was sitting there with they had an editor that kind of took over, and he was really gifted. I mean, like a really amazing editor. He worked on a bunch of other stuff. And it's Jeff Betancourt, who's the editor. And we're all sitting there around the table, and he's like, did you see Poltergeist? I'm like, oh, yeah. He's like, what'd you think of it? I'm like, I was kind of like, and he's like, yeah, I did that.
Oh, man.
I'm like, I liked it. I had to backpedal from there.
It's good first work, it's.
And he's like, no, I was sent in to save that movie, and I did what I could, and I wanted to ask you what you thought of it before I told you I worked on it. I'm like, God damn you.
That's a sneaky thing.
It was very sneaky. No,
that's
he's
funny.
Cool. So anyway, so with Krypton, I was like, dude, but how can you put down two shows? And he's like, sci-fi, who watches sci-fi? I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go crawl in a hole, Ralph, because my career doesn't matter. We can't all be Ralph Garman.
Well, and the thing is, I know back during that era, there was a sort of specific kind of show that was, it sort of acknowledged the fact that it was cheesy anyway, but still kept moving forward. Like sometimes the graphics were a little funky, and it was kind of Doctor Who-ish, where it was like, all right, we know it's like a little bit of CGI wackiness, but it's still a good storytelling. And
here's the thing. If you have a very consistent tone that has a direction, you can get away with a lot, because people have to figure out what is your tone and lock into it.
Exactly.
I feel like there was too many competing tones with that show. And that is kind of the reality of working for studios. You've got the studios telling you that they want it to be one way, the network saying they want it to be another way. And
it's too many sets of hands on the steering wheel.
There's so many hands on the steering wheel that nobody gets to do what they wanted to do. So when you look at shows and you're like, man, this thing was a mess. I'm like, yeah, because no one
Because there's
trusts
too many cooks in
anyone.
the kitchen. Yeah.
Too many cooks, and they're trying to mess it up. And anytime you come up with something that is like groundbreaking and it's going to be super cool, they're like, nah.
Well, and speaking of groundbreaking, I wanted to really talk about Defiance because this was the first time.
Yes, let's talk
Yes.
about Defiance, because Defiance was so good. I love the show.
It was a great show, but the thing that really appealed to me, and I'm getting goosebumps even talking about it now, was it's the first time, and I think probably the only time since, where they had a crosstalk, an interactivity between the TV show and the video game.
Yes.
Now,
exactly.
what happened is you'd have the video game was sort of a World of Warcraft style, like giant open world. People would have to band together and fight these larger, more destructive enemies and stuff. And so the show would inform the video game as to what those characters were and sort of what you were fighting against and everything. But then the successes within the video game informed the show as it moved forward. So, like, if you didn't take down the big baddie was still in the show.
Oh, now, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was the cool thing. That was the thing that was so amazing.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know to that extent, or maybe I just can't remember because it's been a little while. But the show was just cool in that they had a world that was very well thought out. Like everything was so deliberate. The music was amazing. It was by Bear McCreary.
Yes.
And I was just a music editor on that show again. And so I got to, I knew all of the, the people on the show, and we worked together. And here's the thing. Okay. I get anxiety about being around people.
Yes.
So they had a wrap up at the very end, and all the stars were there. And I did want to meet them because there's that one Scottish actor on there that I just.
Oh yeah. Tony Curran.
Yes,
he plays Daytak Tar. He's in a ton of other stuff.
Daytak Tar. Oh my god, the fact you know their names cracks me up.
Well, I just pulled.
He is an amazing actor, and he was like a friend of mine on Twitter for a while, and then I don't know what happened to him. But they were really cool, and like, oh yeah, they were looking for you and stuff. Like they were just like, so the actors on the show were very nice. So they had a rap show, and I just had one of these anxiety things. Like I couldn't go there. And the producers were like, come on, you should go. And they're super sweet. And I'm like, I just didn't. So I didn't go. And so afterwards I was in the office and like, you missed a good party. And then they gave me like a bunch of signed DVD or CDs or whatever that Bear put out and stuff. And can
I tell you that I chickened out of the signing at Comic-Con for that very same? I was like, these guys.
Yes, and I think it's Tony that signed it too. Like a bunch of the actors signed the CDs for me and stuff. So
that's so cool.
It's
see, they like you.
Well, no, but it kills me that like I stop myself from doing stuff like that. Because it's really not about this. Like, I don't need a signature of them. I should have met them face. Like for me, meeting someone and just having some words is important. But then it freaks me out to like, I don't know.
You know the thing that I totally get you on that. And I think the thing that's really driven me forward past that now is how much fucking regret sucks.
Yes, that's
what sits with you. Exactly. And it's like, so now when I get to those points where I'm anxious and stuff, I'm like, you're gonna regret not doing it. You're gonna regret it. It's gonna sit with you for way longer than that anxiety in the moment. And
that's what got me to the live report. That's what that exact guilt thought.
That guilt is what got me to hug my wife on our first date. I was like, I'm clearly gonna fuck this up, but I gotta give her a hug at least when I first see her.
You got to half base.
Yeah, you did. Right off the bat, baby. But no, seriously though, I was like, given my, track record and all that stuff, like I'm clearly going to make a mistake here. So I'm going to regret not at least giving her a hug. And so that was the first thing I did. So
yes, and then now look at you. Now
look at me. Many decades
Mrs.
later.
Vegan Giant. Yes. The world is good.
The world is our oyster. I also wanted to talk about real quick some of the other actors on that show, though, on Defiance, real quick. One of the other ones that I really enjoyed was Jamie Murray, who was also in Gotham for a little bit.
Jamie is one of my favorite. She's in a lot of stuff. Like, she's in a ton of stuff, and she's great in everything she does. And she is like, hold on, where's my? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like, to be super backwards in a PC world. Holy crap, Jamie.
Yeah, she's and the way that she can maintain English or British accent is masterful. There's a few people in Hollywood that I've seen that I'm like, "Yep, you got it. You got both American and
She's
British like down."
yes, she's so talented. I don't even know what to say. She's like a perfect person. She's got to be alien for real. I'm
Well, and
thinking.
she kind of reminds me of who was the one in Weird Science?
Oh, Kelly
The
LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock. She's like a an
She makes
advanced
Kelly
Kelly
LeBrock.
LeBrock.
She makes Kelly
Yeah.
LeBrock look like a Wookiee.
Yeah. Well, she's more talented but they have that sort of same vibe a little bit, you know? So I was just
Really?
super,
That's
super, to me at
interesting.
least,
You got to watch this show because they put her in the most ridiculous outfits all the time.
Oh, in Defiance?
Barely any clothes, barely. And they
Oh,
put
yeah.
a
Well,
white makeup on them, and she had a really tough time with it. So apparently,
really?
they had to wear these purple contacts, and she was having a real rough time. I think
Oh,
didn't they
jeez.
talk about that today in the Ralph Report for some reason? With a different
Oh,
show,
about
but
for Angeline. Yeah.
yeah,
Where the
yeah.
actress was playing Angeline for that remake. Yeah.
A lot of times these actors and actresses have a rough go with the prosthetics and with the eye contacts that they put in there, and she was really so I think at some point they ended up like CGIing her eyes that color because she just couldn't wear them anymore.
Oh, man.
And that,
Oh,
costs a
wow.
lot of money. Practical is a lot
Sure.
less expensive than CGI. Practical, for those of you who don't work in the industry, is when you do something just like, with
Right.
physical things.
And
Practical
also,
effects.
just for something that I do know about it, a lot of times practical effects get categorized under puppetry, because one of my good voice acting friends, Thomas, who is actually part of the audiobook and is teaching me false chord screaming, because he is into metal and stuff, and so I'm taking a weekly class
Oh.
about false chord screams. But he does practical effects. He does puppetry for Doom Patrol. And so he was talking to me about even if a desk falls apart or collapses or something, that qualifies as puppetry, which I did not know.
That's really interesting. I would have never known that.
I didn't know that either, but I was like, wow, that's detailed. That's pretty amazing.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Who gets to voice that desk?
Exactly.
Gina Wells.
Yeah, exactly. Miss Gina Wells voicing desks on Doom Patrol. Coming up next. Hey, dude, I'd voice desks on Doom Patrol. You get a nice little residual there. Yeah, hell yeah.
I would voice anything for residuals. I miss those. I have barely any residuals now. My royalty checks are pretty sad. I used to call them like my mad money because when they came in, I'm like, I'm spending this on tech. Like that was my thing. It was my excuse to go buy more, music gear.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Now they're like, I can buy a pencil.
I know, right? I'm the same way. Like my auditions are just like not hitting right now. I gotta like do some tech work and stuff and really get my shit dialed in.
And the acting thing. So mine are like music royalties from my songs and stuff being on shows and films.
Yes.
But I am only SAG eligible because I was Taft-Hart lead in when I did a song for a show on probably Sci-Fi again. Yes, it was Sci-Fi.
Gotta love Sci-Fi,
right? Because I mean, they kept me like seriously. They bought me home. So
it's a great organization. When they came for Comic-Con, I was a massage therapist for a long time, and I worked downtown. And the Sci-Fi people would stay in the hotel I was working at, and they were the coolest people. They were the coolest folks. Yeah,
I know, because they didn't have to compete with these other
they had their own little niche carved out.
If you had like 2 million people watch a show, like, yeah, we're good.
Right?
So, but a lot of this stuff is produced by NBC. So most of this, I think most of the stuff I did for Sci-Fi was NBC Studio.
Right.
Which is confusing to people
because
there's like a network and then there's a studio that actually makes it. It's really confusing because sometimes you're working on something on a channel and it's being produced by a totally different channel.
Yes.
I think that's how I can explain it to other people, I guess.
I've seen that on, like, every once in a while you'll see like an NBC show and then you see the credits go and it's like produced by CBS and you're like,
wait, what? Are they in bed with each other?
Yeah,
what is going on?
It's the big incestuous thing here.
Well, those shows get canceled because there's obviously no.
It's obviously on life support already, kind of thing.
Well, no, it's just like, think about it in terms of a network. You want something that has the lowest cost to make, because you've got, it's all about profit. So if you've got them aligned, you have a much better shot of being around for a little bit longer. But if you have, something on CBS produced by ABC or whatever, no, probably not going to stick around.
All right.
But,
well, this is what we learn on this Fink show here, everybody.
All the shit you didn't need to know about the industry behind the scenes.
No, you know what, though? It's really fascinating, at least to me, and I hope some of my listeners will enjoy that. And also, if you got other things you want to talk about, give a call into the show, everybody. 774 Big Fink.
Do it.
And we even have a thing here.
There we go. I like the sound quality
of that.
Like today, it's really boomy.
It's boomy.
I'm getting a lot of the
voice boomy, or the
no, like the sound
effects.
it's like high quality.
You know what it is? I went back and they updated their little browser sound thing, so I'm doing this all through the browser. I need to dial in my soundboard a little more because I'm still getting.
Good.
I don't know if you can hear. I'm still getting a lot of what's it called? Just like static coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And so
connectors probably.
Yeah, hear all that stuff. You hear all that?
That's a connector. That's a USB.
Yeah, well, no, that's a headphone connector, and I have some ferrite chokes on the way to try and get rid of that. Yeah, ferrite chokes on the Fink show, everybody.
So ferrite.
Yeah, and so you clamp them on the cables to get rid of the interference. So we'll see if that helps. But in the meantime, my lovely little brand muffins, you know what time it is.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and should we tease the story I'll tell sometime?
Yes.
I feel like I had to one up Bob. I'm like, oh no, you didn't.
Oh yeah. Queen J's got a topper for the Weird Al story here.
No,
but in the meantime,
it was from Steve Martin, remember?
Oh yes, let's do.
No, I'll do it next time.
Okay. Yes, we will have lots of other fun stories.
No, we will have
no more stories from Queen J. What's going on?
I've been fired.
All the stories, no stories. What's going on?
For the record, I want to make sure that everybody realizes that there's a difference between Germans and Pennsylvania Germans. Damn it.
Yes. Oh, yes. We've talked about that, right?
Can you wait? What is that difference?
Yes. Expand on this, Jesse.
Pennsylvania Germans are descendants in Pennsylvania from Germans. Germans are from Europe.
So we're talking about the German diaspora? Is this where we're going right now?
Yes.
Listen here, biatch. You're just
jealous. I am. I don't have any German in me right now.
Hey. Go ask John about that.
Does that make you German by injection?
A hot German injection.
That doesn't sound good. Sorry.
It was the
bratwurst. I need a bratwurst.
There it is.
You gotta do that often.
Well done, my friend.
You could be our little
extra hot mustard.
Yes. Yes. Definitely
Fräulein.
Queen J, you did an amazing show.
You did.
John, you were fine.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. You both did well.
Oh,
thank you for the Scooby snacks.
It's so awesome to have you guys just like contributing and doing all this fun stuff. It's really, really cool, and I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you.
Just wait till you get to hear all the fucked up Pennsylvania town names.
Yes, we're staying tuned for another Jesse show when Jesse's work schedule allows. We're gonna have more fucked up Pennsylvania names.
All right,
I love it.
Those are great. I
want to know why, like, when Germans speak, they sound like they're pissed all the time. They could be. I don't know what Germans do.
All the bullshit we have to put up with from everybody else.
Well, but like, what's that like in the bedroom? Is it like it's still like sliding, sliding, and people?
I'm assuming there's like some, according to at least Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman, there's some like glass coffee tables and some.
Oh, I don't do any scheisse. Okay?
Oh,
no Cleveland steamers for anybody.
They said a lot of things that I didn't know
Just
about.
Me?
I feel like I'm getting a really broad education.
Oh yeah. Well, have you gone into the whole Urban Dictionary rabbit hole, Queen J? Have you gone and learned about like what a rusty trombone is?
I've created some entries.
Oh my! Stay tuned for the next show. All the
Ooh.
countries in German
We
dictionary.
need
that Queen
AI
J
to
has
figure out,
created.
what the Queen J is.
Holy, oh my
I
god!
just sometimes have too much time on my hands. And a penchant for destruction.
I'm writing this in my notes right now so I
Please.
don't lose it. Oh my god!
What each member of the Garmy's Urban Dictionary sex term is.
Is that a felt tip?
Like,
What's
what's
going
the
on?
Eric from Kansas City?
That's right. Oh my god!
It's
Yes.
fucking-
What's the Eddie Pence?
Well, I would assume Eric's from Kansas City.
The double Ralph.
Probably sound like that.
And he blows smoke into your butthole.
That's right. Blowing smoke up your ass.
Oh, that's
everybody.
the fumigator.
Yeah. Oh, yep. The fumigator.
Is
Yeah.
that a real one?
I
That
know
is a real one.
Yeah,
That
the
is-
fumigator.
No, it's a whole
He is
subgenre
naughty.
of porn about smoking porn.
Really?
People smoking cigarettes and blowing the smoke in weird places. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
You've been tented.
Yeah. Talk about pitching a tent. Hey-oh.
Oh.
Hey.
Maybe
Hey,
maybe
everybody.
John needs to do a whole episode on fucked up sex terms from Urban
Uh-oh.
Dictionary.
Okay. I mean, I'm down.
Wait,
episode on what?
how did you hear that? It sounded like something flip phone.
From Jesse?
All I heard was a whole
Yeah.
episode. Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Oh,
me
I
too.
don't know. Maybe it mixed the audio weird. Jesse was saying that I need to do a whole show of fucked up sex terms.
from
Oh,
Urban
hell yeah.
Dictionary.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
sounds
great.
good to me. I'm down
That's
for that.
pretty much what I was suggesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll tie it into Fink Show listeners and Garmy listeners and stuff. We'll just plug it into the AI machine and then like
Ah.
run it through like 3 or 4 times.
What's
Oh,
the
God.
GG?
What's the GG? Oh, a bunny
Sexy
rabbit.
bunny
GG.
rabbits.
Yes.
I think it involves multiple partners.
I was about to say with her
a bunny
uh,
rabbit
with-
out of
with-
somewhere.
with Bridget's boyfriend involved somehow.
Oh, yeah, he's been the topic. Hot topic.
I understand. He's pretty.
Let me
dreamy.
get my chapstick out.
No,
He is
no.
pretty
He's
dreamy.
He's pretty dreamy. I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, I need to go take a
so-
lap now. I'm thinking about.
um,
I'm thinking
take a
about
cold shower.
Gigi's husband there. Wow.
Let's
All right,
rub
my
one
love.
out to Rob.
Don't forget the
Yeah.
KY.
Thank you,
Always-
Jesse.
Always a good way to end the show because
Yes.
it
The Fink Show. Don't
It's
forget the KY.
Yeah, right. Exactly. This is what everybody knows.
Dude, we had
You're
someone from
welcome.
South
I'll be here
Africa
all
today.
I know we had somebody tuning in from South Africa. Was it Krosny?
Venice?
Krosny.
I don't know if they're
Thank
still
you for
here.
tuning in. Who else we got around here? Oh, we've
Bug
got
Bob.
Jody, we've got Bug Bob, we've got
Maddie.
Jesse, we got
Maddie
Maddie K, we
Maddie
got
K.
Kelly. Hey, everybody. Hi, guys.
your
Thanks
wife.
for tuning in. Tune in on Monday. We'll have more fun, everybody. Stay safe. It's Friday the 13th. Oh, my God! Potatoes.